order, John?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. Just for the record, I'm Dr. Fieser, the Superintendent of Schools, and I'm going to be calling this meeting to order at 7:04 p.m. So I'd ask if everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So again, for the public record, Mr. DeRosa is going to be participating via telephone this evening. And so we'll move right into the agenda. The first matter of board organization is the election of a chair. So I'd like to begin by asking, do we have a nomination for chair of the Board of Education?
Yes, we do.
Mrs. Casey.
I nominate Sue Lennon for chair of the Board of Education.
Do I have another nomination? Hearing none, I will close the nominations and move to the vote. The vote will be taken by written ballot. Each of you in your manila folder has a set of ballots with your name on it. I'd ask you to remove one. And John, we'll talk with you in a second, all right?
Thanks.
And so what you are asked is to write yes or no for Mrs. Glennon as chair of the Board of Education, and then those ballots will be collected by Mrs. Griffin and given to me to tally. Mrs. Griffin, will you collect those? You can certainly fold them in half so that people don't see they're kept confidential. Mr. DeRosa, do you want to give us your vote?
What's the paper say, yes, no?
It says yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Just count these. The vote carries unanimously for Mrs. Glennon as the chair. Congratulations, Mrs. Glennon. So our next piece on the agenda is to elect the secretary majority leader. Do I have a nomination for the election of the secretary/majority leader? Mrs. Glennon.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Suzanne DeBias.
Is there another nomination? Hearing none, I'll close the nominations and move to the vote. Again, the vote will be taken by written ballot, and so each of you are asked to take out one of the ballots, and you are asked to indicate yes or no for Suzanne DeBias as the secretary/majority leader of the board. And then Mrs. Griffin, will you collect those? DeRosa, would you like to cast your vote? For, this is in, the nomination was for Suzanne DeBias.
Yes.
Yes. With that vote, the vote carries unanimously for Suzanne DeBias as the secretary/majority leader. We congratulate you. And our last piece of business I'd like to ask, is there an announcement of a minority leader?
Yes, Dr. Fieser, Ms. Jennifer Federico will serve as minority leader.
Mrs. Federico as minority leader?
Yes.
Okay. So with that, we can ask now that the officers are in place if someone would like to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
Mr. DeGreco? Okay. So, Mr. DeRosa, so we are adjourning the meeting? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So it's 9 with 1. I would just say it's just 9. So then we're going to break now and go into our workshop with Attorney Dugas. And we're going to go into the Learning Center for that session. Okay.
Yes, you can just.
John, are you there? John?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we've just adjourned the meeting, and we're going to now go into the workshop on